Well, hello, beautiful, and good morning, handsome. I pray you are having a beautiful day, that you are filled with joy, love, and peace, and an immeasurable gratefulness for the gift of life that we have, regardless of what you're going through or where you are in this season of your life. Just being grateful, watching what you think and ensuring that you think, meaning I should be thinking positive thoughts and thanking God for the gift of life, thinking and thinking, you know what I mean? And so today I just wanted to talk about something as I'm driving. No worries, hands are on the steering wheel, 10 and 2, about grieving beautifully. Oftentimes we learn about grief and we think that it has to be this linear process. We think that it's supposed to go in this structured order. Sometimes, like for me, in this season of my life, I found myself grieving about something that happened years ago or things that happened years ago, but I'm just now grieving about it today. And so my grief has looked like anger, sadness, anger, sadness, joy, anger, sadness, joy. And it's been crazy, right? But I'm allowing myself to go through it, to sit in it. I don't care if it takes me hours, days, or weeks. I'm going to sit in this space and dissect every moment that I feel this grief. I'm going to allow myself to grieve beautifully, to not give myself, we see that post and it's funny because I've reshared it too. You get 5 minutes to be emotional and then you gotta be gangster. That's not true. Sometimes we have to take our time and what we're experiencing in order to just lift the negative charge from it. So my thing is grieve beautifully so that I can feel something new, that I can feel something freeing, something that allows me to know that I've made it through that process. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to experience the emotions if I'm triggered from certain experiences. However, I can acknowledge now these will be triggers for me. These will be the things that I have to be aware of, because if it resurfaces in a different situation or relationship, I can know, okay, this looks the same, but it tastes different. Meaning there was one time that let's make it like it's a dish. This dish was salty, but here it's flavorful. It's served with compassion and empathy and unconditional love, and it's handed to me from a place of grace. And this person mutually serves me from their highest good, from their highest place. So though it looks the same, doesn't mean it tastes the same, because surely if I've done the inner work, if I've allowed myself to grieve beautifully, my taste palette has changed and I won't keep choosing the same thing over and over again. So I'm just encouraging you that if you're going through grief, if you are experiencing an array of emotions, that you be willing to surrender to them, that you be willing to sit in that space, that you be willing to trust God and have a divine exchange where you offer your ashes in exchange for his beauty, because it's so worth it. And just understand that the people around you may not always understand your grief process or the way you're processing what you're going through. They may not understand why now and why this or why that, but that is the beauty of healing. That is the beauty of surrender, and that is the beauty of fully trusting God with all that you are, so that you can experience all that he has. And, with that grief, just being patient with yourself, being kind with yourself. So for me, there was a moment I said, I wasted so much time that I can't get back. And God reminded me, you did not waste time. Your times are in my hands. Your future is in my hands. You cannot waste nothing that I've given to you. Yes, you within yourself are a precious commodity, a precious resource. So handle yourself accordingly. But you can't waste anything that I gave to you, because surely if I gave it to you, and you mismanagement, surely I can mismanaged it, surely I can redeem what was mismanaged. So you didn't waste anything that I can't redeem. Because I am the author of time, and I can bless you with the gift of time, meaning that I can make your latter greater than your former. So you don't have to sit in dread wondering, oh my God, I'm going to be 32 in March. And, you know, I did so much stuff in this manner, knowing that I knew better, but didn't do better. And now I'm paying the consequences because I felt like I wasted this time. No, God said, like, no, I am the author of time. Surely if I gave it to you, I can redeem it. And I'm rejoicing in heaven as if you got it right the first time. I don't care if it's your 10th time before you realize I shouldn't be doing X, Y, and Z. I'm rejoicing as if you got it right the first time. And so for me, that is a relief and a breath of fresh air to know. And just be encouraged as I'm on my journey, as I'm beautifully grieving, and allowing myself to sit in a place with God and commune in regards to where I'm at, and to share, even though I know God knows exactly what I'm going to say before I say it. We all know that. However, he still loves the sound of my voice. He still loves hearing what I have to say, but I love his presence even more. And so I just sit there and I allow myself to be in that moment. I cry, I do breath work, I meditate, I journal, I pray, and I go through my day with a smile on my face that, one, is authentic and not a pretend, because I have joy, because God's love for me is enough joy, is enough reason to have joy. I would like to say that. But yeah, so I was only expecting to be here for 5 minutes max, but you know, I'm a chatterbox. But yes, I haven't talked to you all in so long, and I'm grateful for 2022. I have started, and I want to share this because I was a skeptic of mental health therapy, and there is a stigma around Black and brown people as it pertains to mental health therapy. But I am an advocate because I found an actual blessing of a therapist. My previous experiences were blah. But this individual I found has been amazing. Phenomenal. Everything that I could have hoped or wanted in a therapist, I have. And my goal, and I can share this with you, is to be emotionally well and to love myself well, to love myself for all that I am, to love myself beautifully, to love myself in a way that is loud, protective, and to just surrender to God within that space of being emotionally well and loving myself well, because he is the well of life. And so I pray you all have a beautiful day. I love you. Smile, God loves you. And I hope this video blesses somebody. Because yeah, it was super random and I made it while I was driving, and I'm gonna go get me some coffee. Smile, God loves you, and I love you too.